Welcome back to Lynn's Spotlight Daily, your daily scoop of entertainment buzz. Shia LaBeouf sets the record straight on Timothée Chalamet shade rumors with surprising email exchange. Shia LaBeouf is no stranger to controversy. From his breakout days on Even Stevens to his tumultuous adult years as both a celebrated and polarizing actor, he's lived much of his life under the microscope. So, when headlines started swirling earlier this week accusing Shia of shading rising star Timothée Chalamet during a candid interview, the internet naturally exploded. But in classic Shia fashion, he responded not with a dramatic statement or a PR-crafted press release, but with a simple screenshot. And just like that, the rumors came crashing down. The drama started after Shia sat down with The Hollywood Reporter for an in-depth profile that touched on his past struggles, growth, and artistic drive. During the interview, he opened up about his infamous exit from the Broadway play Orphans back in 2013, where he clashed with co-star Alec Baldwin. Known for his intense method acting, Shia reportedly even slept in Central Park to better understand his character's mindset. As he reflected on those earlier, more chaotic years, he admitted, "I've been searching for a long time. I'm really, a pure actor. I was completely narcissistic and fearful and had a lack of trust. But it was this next part that had people talking. Then I hear Timothée Chalamet get up and he says something like, 'I want to be great, I so know the feeling.' On him, it's cute. On me, it wasn't cute. You know what I'm saying." And just like that, fans of Timothée, affectionately called Timmy stans online, so read. The internet, never one to hold back, was quick to interpret this comment as a dig. Was Shia mocking Timothée's now famous Screen Actors Guild Awards speech, where the Dune actor proclaimed, "I want to be one of the greats"? Was he being sarcastic when he called it cute? Or was this an honest moment of self-reflection? To some, it felt like bitterness. To others, it sounded like regret. But before the speculation could spiral too far, Shia decided to respond, not by defending himself directly, but by sharing a very telling piece of his private correspondence with none other than Timothée himself. On Tuesday, Shia posted a screenshot on X, formerly Twitter, showing an email exchange between him and Timothée from October 2023. In it, the two actors exchanged nothing but mutual admiration. The subject line of the email from Timothée? Electric. In the message, Timothée gushed over Shia's performance in the play Henry Johnson at the Electric Lodge in Venice, California. He wrote, "Absolutely blown away by your work the other night. Totally electric, totally present at every turn. King of your kingdom, even if that kingdom is a miserable 4x4 prison cell. What a fantastic play. I hope you guys take it to New York. And I hope this is the beginning of your work on stage and not an anomaly." Shia's response the next day was short but equally warm. "Thank you, doggy. Every blessing to you. Fun watching you evolve. Take ownership. Bang bang." Alongside the screenshot, Shia added a poetic caption. "If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, Timothée Chalamet is doing better work than anyone alive. We've been good." That Rudyard Kipling quote? It's from the poem If, and it's all about resilience, integrity, and staying true to yourself even when the world misinterprets your words. It felt like a subtle clap back to the social media critics, one delivered with grace and just a touch of literary flair. What makes this response so striking isn't just the calmness of it. It's how personal it is. Shia didn't just say, "Hey, I wasn't shading Timmy." He opened a window into a real friendship that most people didn't even know existed. The idea of Timothée Chalamet, Hollywood's current boy known for his poetic speeches and tender performances, quietly attending a small stage play to support Shia LaBeouf. That paints a completely different picture than the narrative fans had built over the past few days. Their exchange reveals mutual respect. It also humanizes both actors. Timothée is someone genuinely supportive of his peers, and Shia is someone who, despite a rocky reputation, still garners admiration from the new generation of talent. It's impossible to talk about Shia LaBeouf without acknowledging the roller coaster that has been his career. From indie hits like Honey Boy and the Peanut Butter Falcon to his highly publicized legal issues and abuse allegations, Shia has spent years both embraced and rejected by the industry. But in recent interviews, including this latest one, Shia has spoken openly about his transformation. He credits his newfound faith and the structure of Catholicism for helping him find clarity. There's a sense that he's genuinely working on himself, and trying to mend both his inner world and his professional one. His comment about Timothée wasn't a jab. It was, arguably, a moment of recognition, seeing a younger version of himself in another actor, and realizing how differently the world responds to two people chasing the same dream. In today's world of hot takes and cancel culture, it's easy to jump to conclusions. One sentence, taken out of context, can light a firestorm online. But what this Shia Timothée moment teaches us is something deeper. Sometimes, we hear what we want to hear, not what someone actually meant. Shia's response didn't deny that he said what he said. Instead, he let the full truth, the broader story, the real-life friendship, speak for itself. And that, perhaps, is more meaningful than any denial could have been. While Shia LaBeouf may never be a controversy-free figure, this week showed a different side of him, someone willing to let his private connections clear up public confusion. It also reminded fans that relationships in Hollywood aren't always as combative as we imagine. Timothée Chalamet didn't rush to defend Shia publicly, and he didn't need to. His words from a year ago, full of praise and admiration, did the job for him. And as for Shia? With one screenshot and a heartfelt caption, he reminded the world that not every comment is a dig, not every silence is guilt, and not every headline tells the whole story. Who's your current favorite Hollywood star? Drop it in the comments. We love hearing from you. This is Lynn's Spotlight Daily, and we'll see you in the next Spotlight.